Welcome one and all to Theme Park Vision. We have some exciting news. Earlier this week, Dollywood released a brand new sneak preview mini 2-second trailer of a little sneak preview of the brand new attraction coming to Dollywood in 2026. Now, there is quite a few things to unwrap in this little 2-second video. We wanted to share with you some of the things that we saw in the trailer that we thought was very interesting and could possibly have to do with the storyline. Of course, Dollywood more than likely 100% put little hints here and there in this trailer for us to find to give us some little details about what we can expect in the attraction coming in 2026. So, before we dive into that though, let's talk about some facts about this attraction that has already been released and things we already know. So, let's go ahead and review. First off, this is a 43,000 square foot building, 5 stories tall. This thing is huge. This building is going to hold up to 1,000 guests. That's a lot of people in this one building. The next thing that we know that in the 40th anniversary documentary Dollywood Dreams, Pete Owens said that this is the single largest attraction ever built by Dollywood. Now, he also stated in an episode of Hollers and Hills podcast that this attraction is something that nobody has done in this particular way. Pay attention to that wording. Something no one has ever done in this particular way. So, that could mean that this attraction is a newer version of an attraction that already exists somewhere in the world. Also mentioned in this podcast that this is officially the 3rd phase of 4 phases of Wildwood Grove. Now, there has been a lot of speculation about whether this is the final phase of the whole Wildwood Grove expansion. It is not. There is a 4th phase coming. We have no idea what this is or when it's coming, but this attraction is not the end of Wildwood Grove expansions. This is just the 3rd phase of 4 total. Pete Owens also mentioned that this attraction is going to cost somewhere around $50 million. For reference, Big Bear is about half that cost. So this is going to be a pretty pricey attraction. Now, Pete Owens has also told WBIR Knoxville that this attraction will help Dollywood extend the season. I fully expect this to be fully indoor. This is going to operate 100% indoor so that it can operate during the colder months. If this was an attraction that was built half in, half out, they could not operate in the cold months and they could not operate in the rain and the thunder and the lightning. By this being fully indoors and Pete Owens saying that this is an attraction that will help Dollywood extend their season, that tells us that this attraction is going to be indoors. Thank goodness they needed this. Dollywood really, really needs more indoor attractions, and I think this is a step towards that direction. So I'm very, very excited. Now that we've got some of the facts out of the way, let's dive into the storyline of what this attraction is looking like and what my speculation is going to be for this attraction. Starting off, let's go ahead and really quickly look at these teasers.
Dollywood is going further than we've ever gone before. Up, over, and through the Great Smoky Mountains, and down to the heart of the ancient Wildwood Tree. Follow the light to discover the unexpected. What will you find when the sun goes down? Take Flight 2026.
Hidden Hollow 0900 is ready for takeoff. Cleared.
We know this attraction will center around flying over the Smokies at night and will have us following the light to the base of the Wildwood Tree. The new teaser indicates Hidden Hollow Aviation will be the name of the fictional flight company conducting these nighttime tours. The teaser shows an old airline radio and indicates that Hidden Hollow 0900 is ready for takeoff. We also see some plants or plant samples further, making us speculate that we may be looking at some kind of bioluminescent plants on this tour. And this also goes back to the whole follow the light from the first teaser. And when you look at that first teaser, it also shows some very bioluminescent looking plants. It looks so pretty. The train conductors at Dollywood are now also teasing Hidden Hollow Aviation as the train passes through Wildwood Grove, stating that they will be conducting tours around Wildwood Grove and Timber Canyon. We already know Timber Canyons and the storyline as it relates to Wildwood Grove, so I'm very interested to see how they put that and how they incorporate that into this new attraction. Now, recently, Wes Ramey teased that Ned Oakley, who runs the Big Bear Mountain Jeep Tours, or some of his family members, might just be involved in Hidden Hollow Aviation Tour. Now, he also teased that we may be seeing some posters with a phone number attached to it going up around the park, just like what we saw with Big Bear Mountain. So, here's the big question. What type of ride is this? So far, Wes Ramey has admitted no one has got it right. All the speculations, and they apparently do look at our speculations online, which is hilarious, but all these speculations online, none of them have been correct so far. So that is very interesting, which really has me think, what in the world is this? Well, here are my 3 speculations as of right now. My first speculation is a little bit more of a basic speculation. That is that it could be very similar to what the Peter Pan attraction is at Disney, because technically in that attraction, you are hanging and technically flying around in that attraction. It kind of has you hanging from the ceiling. They could just be making their own very more advanced version of that basic dark ride. The biggest speculation amongst a good majority of Dollywood fans and just coaster fans in general right now is going to be that inverted power coaster. Now, this inverted power coaster is already being done at the Europa Park. Now, as we see in this video, this is an inverted power coaster where they can control and move you towards certain scenes and your speed for this attraction. Now, what my opinion on this inverted coaster is, that could definitely be what's happening, but Dollywood is going to just make a condensed, smaller version of this, and you're going to start at the top and kind of just weave your way down to the base of the Wildwood Grove tree. That's just my speculation. We have the Peter Pan, the inverted power coaster, and my third one, and this is the one that I may be leaning a little bit more towards, some type of simulation ride utilizing screens with a physical ride vehicle that moves and utilizes either 3D or VR glasses, along with other effects such as water spray, wind, smells, and just something that's going to fully immerse guests. Now, the reason that I am leaning towards this right now is, one, the way the show building is looking. That is definitely something I feel like that would be able to hold and makes a little bit more sense, not to be a basic dark ride, but more so some type of simulation ride. But also, a few years back, Disney has patented a next level generation boat motion simulator ride that combines realistic boat movements, immersive visuals, and interactivity. The ride takes place, now for this specific ride, it's going to take place in a pool of water with boats that float naturally but are tethered to computer controlled cables that move them in all directions, rocking, turning, and tilting like real boats. Now again, we know that this is an aviation company, so it is very likely that this is going to be utilizing some type of airplane, helicopter, something along the lines of flying. They've mentioned that we're flying through the Smokies. So even though we're talking about a boat simulator and Disney has patented a boat simulator, that's not to say that Dollywood can't utilize similar technology for a helicopter or a plane. And instead of you being in a boat, you're going to be in a helicopter or a plane. You're still going to be in a very realistic plane ride, plane, helicopter, flight simulation that's going to feel like you are actually flying. This specific motion simulator ride system is a 360 projected dome which surround guests with animated environments, synchronized audios, and another reason why I'm leaning more towards this simulation route, because multiple vehicles can be used at once for this experience. Again, Dollywood has mentioned this attraction, this whole attraction, this building in general is going to be able to hold 1,000 people. That also means that it's likely that whatever this attraction is, it's going to be able to hold a lot of people in the actual attraction itself. And for this specific model, this dome simulator or simulator model in general, multiple vehicles can be used at once for this experience. And again, specifically, I don't know the details around what Disney has patented on this technology. It could be that they've just patented like the actual boat patent, the boat technology of this, but regardless, this is something that Dollywood could be looking at using, and this could be something that is happening with this attraction, as again, it's just going to be an incredibly immersive motion motion simulator ride. It's not going to be just your basic motion simulator ride. It is something that is going to fully immerse you in that experience. Now, Dollywood could be even taking this up one level and saying we're also going to add 3D or VR glasses as well to further immerse you in that experience, in addition to completely surrounding you in what's happening. Again, this is all just my speculation. This is just my guess. It's fun to guess. It's fun to guess what this attraction is. Regardless, I'm incredibly excited. I'm excited that we're getting more teasers, more hints, more sneak peeks at what this attraction is going to be. I can't wait to see what they do in regards to the posters around the park and in regards to the phone number that they give you to call. I'm really interested in what that phone number is going to say. And I do love how they are including Ned Oakley in this attraction. I love it. I would love to meet Ned Oakley's family. That just seems like a good time. So, all this to say, definitely in the comments below, let us know what you think, what your speculations are. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified when we either go live or post new videos. We'll see you soon. Have a great week.